Well, after being canceled this year, next year's Rose Parade will go on as planned despite the latest surge of coronavirus cases. But there are rules and restrictions that spectators must follow. KCAL9 Sarah Donchi is live in Pasadena now with what you need to know before you go. Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Pat. So there actually is quite a lot you need to know. But first, I want to call your attention to this, the grandstand seating. Now, if you live in Pasadena, this is a tradition. You drive by this a couple of weeks before the actual Rose Parade. It's a staple. Everyone knows it's here. But we haven't seen it in a while because, of course, the festivities were canceled last year because of the pandemic. But it is up now. This is TV Corner where the broadcasters sit off Orange Grove in Colorado. Everything is in place for the festivities. The events are just around the corner. The show must go on. The city of Pasadena is pushing ahead with its largest events of the year amid the latest COVID-19 surge.
The numbers are increasing, which is a concern, but we also know that with the precautions we have in place, we are doing everything that we possibly can.
A Pasadena Tournament of Roses spokesperson told us today in a statement, which reads in part, "We are monitoring the situation very closely. We are confident in our ability to host both the parade and game successfully and with protocols needed to keep everyone safe. We are prepared to adjust our plans as necessary." Last year's parade and float fest were canceled because of the pandemic, dealing the city and business owners a major economic hit.
It was a pretty big blow for us.
This year's events will look different and carry different rules. Masks are required for everyone at the parade and game, and everyone buying tickets for the parade, game, and float fest will have to show proof of vaccination or proof of a negative COVID test within 72 hours of the event. Business owners we spoke with welcome the regulations as a way to keep the events moving forward as scheduled.
It's great for business, especially being on Colorado Boulevard. It's really great foot traffic, a lot of exposure.
Our hotels are all sold out. Our restaurants already have reservations on New Year's Eve.
So this is a lot to keep up with. The city of Pasadena certainly knows that. They are actually going to be offering some last-minute COVID testing locations here. They're announcing where you can get that testing for attendees of these events, and they'll make that announcement in the next few days. They want to make sure that people have every opportunity to abide by the regulations. Now, they also want to stress that for out-of-town guests, and there are so many for the Rose Bowl and the Rose Parade, that COVID rules are different from city to city. The city of LA has their own rules, the city of Pasadena, and so on and so forth. So they're asking guests to actually contact their hotels to get that information before they come here to Southern California. Live in Pasadena, I'm Sarah Donchi, KCAL9 News.
You know what, Sarah, it's hard to believe that that's just a couple of weeks away or less than that. All right, thanks for that.